Alyssa. Welcome to another episode of Dab of Honey. So recently I was listening to NPR and they were doing an interview with a researcher from UC Berkeley who was discussing this recent study that she had done on shade-grown coffee and why she felt it was such an important thing for people to switch over to or consider switching over to. And so since the weather's getting more brisk and many of you, possibly, including myself, have upped my consumption of coffee, I thought this would be something definitely worth noting. So first and foremost, what is shade-grown coffee? Well, it's exactly what it implies. It's coffee grown under the shade of the tropical rainforests in which coffee grows. So traditionally what happens if it's not a shade-grown variety, the farmers come in and they clear-cut the forest in order to grow the coffee. And so some of the fantastic reasons for switching over or considering switching over to shade-grown coffee is first and foremost, it preserves rainforest. And this is great because rainforest provides habitat for birds, bees, bats, and other critters that are really important to the biodiversity of those regions. Another thing that I learned is that the shade-grown coffee variety often doesn't need the chemical fertilizers and pesticides and herbicides that the traditional type of coffee requires. And so by eliminating the need for those chemicals, it helps to keep the soil and the waterways healthy and clean and pure. And some other little tidbit that I didn't know, that I just learned, and I thought it was very disturbing actually, is that next to tobacco, coffee actually is sprayed with more chemicals than any other product consumed by humans. And so one more really important reason. And then lastly, coffee that is shade grown tastes amazing. And I know this because I drink it as often as possible. And the reason for this actually, that it does taste a little bit different, is that the beans mature more slowly under the shade, and so it allows the natural sugars within the coffee beans to sort of develop differently. So anyhow, I hope that this is something you will consider at least integrating into your coffee routine every once in a while, if not all the time. So look in your natural food store for these types of coffees. Also, you can order them online, and I'll put up some links for some different places that sell these types of coffees. And then next time you're at your local coffee shop, if that's where you get your morning java or your afternoon java for that matter, ask them if they carry any varieties that are shade grown, and if not, maybe see if they'll consider doing so. I hope this information helps to consciously sweeten your life, but not only that, know that by doing this it helps to sweeten the life of the planet, the birds and the bees and the other critters that inhabit those ever so important rainforests. If you have any questions, comments, feedback, I would love to hear from you, and if you know of any great varieties of shade-grown coffee, please let me know. I'm always looking for wonderful coffees, and I'm interested to hear from you.